Hey guys, welcome to the Dad Shoes Podcast, the dad group you don't have to go to.
Hey, John.
Hey Connor.
What's on your mind tonight, my friend?
I'm feeling kind of down. Well, not really down, just like I feel disappointing.
Disappointing? Is that because we're 2 days late? Maybe 3 days by the time we post this?
I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be posted until Monday, which means we're a full 7 days late.
Oh. Whoops. Hey, well, I will claim partial credit, if not all credit on that one.
I will not let you take all of it. I'll let you take some of it because I started a new job last week and it's been weird.
Working?
It's been weird for me.
Why is that?
Just the timing. I mean, I get out earlier. Like, I'm home by 5 o'clock every day.
That's nice.
Yeah. Well, sort of. And that's only because I'm in, like, orientation, like, in training.
Mm.
So, it's going to change. So, I won't be getting out until 7 or 6, depending on which shift I get. It's kind of weird. Anyway.
That's a shame.
Yeah. But, I don't know. It's just been weird. Like, I spent all my day sitting at a computer. Like, all week. I've been at the computer. And then this week they finally got me out doing stuff. So it's just been really weird. So like I come home and I'm like, I don't really want to do anything. So like I wanted to get you on so we could do this before it was Sunday because we were going to come down and hang out and have a little get together. And I didn't want to have to rush to get it out Sunday night.
Like we usually do.
Like we usually do. And then we didn't do it. So then we had to rush to get it out Sunday night. But then you were having sick kid problems. And
yeah, it's been a sick kid weekend.
Yeah. I mean, it still feels like Tuesday, or well, Monday, really. But,
yeah, I mean, I would say that. Today was the first day I went to work, and it was awful.
Yeah. I'm sorry, dude.
Catching up after being out for 2 days. The week before I leave for a mission trip, that's a lot going on.
Wow.
Yeah, we had some sick kids, and we had like the worst kind of sick kids. We had like the puking sick kids.
So I have been fortunate to not experience that, and I have to know. And, trigger warning, I guess. Does it go everywhere, or like...
It depends.
Are they good about directing it?
It depends on the kid. So usually the first one, just wherever they're at, it's just like a surprise. So Riley was standing on our living room carpet in our house full of tile. And just let her rip. And just let her rip. And it just has everything that she's had since breakfast in there. And so Marcy grabbed her, and we usually go for the tub.
It's a bigger target.
Yeah, so we got her to the tub. But by the time we get her to the tub, she's done. It's all over the hallway,
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, and she did puke one or two more times after that. And it's so sad because she was puking at one point and I had her in the tub and she wasn't like scared, but she looked at me and she's like, "What's happening to me?" It's like, "Oh, you're throwing up, babe. I'm sorry. You're sick. You can't eat anything right now." Because, like 24-hour bug. And with kids, You never know. It's like, is this a bug or is this just something you ate or was this just a random moment? And Sunday we were all good. Nobody was sick. Okay. And then Monday, Marcy got it. And then Tuesday, I got it. Oh, and I am the worst sick person. I like to think when I'm sick, I just don't care about anything.
The world is ending.
The world is over.
Right.
It's just it. I didn't want to deal with anything when I'm sick. And that's why, like, when my kids are puking, and I generally, when it comes to messes, I get real worked up about messes. Just in general. I don't like a mess. I don't like, when the kids get Play-Doh, I think we've talked about this. I'm happy for like 5 seconds, and then I'm like, oh, they're putting it everywhere.
Yep.
So imagine that, but now it's just spewing out of their mouth at random moments.
Oh man,
it's just mess everywhere.
I'm okay with like messy, like dirty, but like if it's smelly and I gotta clean it up, and it's
Oh yeah, and it's like biohazard. You're like, I need to clean this now because this is going to get somebody sick.
By people I don't know before, like in the course of work, And I'm like, okay, that's fine, whatever. It's just part of the job. And you clean it off and you go back to it. It's gross, but it's just work. But like for some reason, man, one of my kids had a messy diaper, and it was like not just a dirty diaper, but like a messy diaper. And I just couldn't deal with that. I was like, ugh, like make him. I mean, I dealt with it. I made it, but it was like just the whole time. So
yeah,
I can dig it.
I don't know, and I just get so paranoid about it. So I'm frantically Lysoling the house, and I cleaned the bathroom probably 6 times, and I still got sick. And I mean, I guess I'm glad I'm the last one that got it, because now we're done. But now, like, by the time I got it, everybody else is fine. So Tuesday,
it was funny. You said something that I thought was pretty indicative of parenting the other day. Was it Monday night? You texted me and you're like, I'm not sure if I have it or not, or if I'm just getting by on pure parenthood.
Yeah, because like great. Marcy was out. Like that day, Titus was kind of sick too. He didn't throw up, but he was really out of it on Monday. Right. And said like, hey, this thing's still got to get done. You know, we still got to clean the house. We still got to prep things for the next day. And I was like kind of on edge, and I'm like, nope, this is okay. And then sure enough, Tuesday morning, and I'm a loud puker. Is that the word we're gonna go with? I'm a loud puker. I don't know if I could be like more polite about it than that.
I too am a loud puker.
The whole house knows. I even heard Titus from the other room be like, "Daddy's making this noise."
I don't remember who it was that told me. It may have been my little brother, but he's like, and he's a quiet one. Like he'll get up and he'll puke and he'll go back to bed and you'll never know. Like you could be sleeping in the bathroom and you'd have no clue, right? But somebody told me like women, they puke daintily, but men, we're just
oh, gross.
I know. Yeah. Everybody's awake when I get sick.
Yeah, and then it just an awful day. And I even I had a weird thought when I was sick, because it's just not fun. And I thought, what if I just try to convince myself that this is a hangover? Same kind of sickness. Didn't work. It was still awful.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what my thought process was there. Maybe I was thinking, well, at least last night was fun. But no, it didn't work.
Yeah, I know how that goes. But I got a new job. Mabel and Charlotte May started at a new school, so they're officially in preschool now.
Exciting.
Which is it's pretty cool. And let me tell you, man, we always do this thing where we'll come down for the weekend and we'll leave after dinner so that the girls they just fall asleep in the car and we have a peaceful ride and nobody's cranky. Well, the kids aren't cranky. And because we were down there and they, Mabel stayed up, she missed her nap. Well, she just took a late nap twice. This Monday, last week they were at school too, but this was their first Monday. And Monday, she's having none of it. She didn't even want to go in. So
that's the worst.
And today, my wife went to drop her off, and before they even got out of the car, she pulled into the parking spot, and Mabel's screaming, "I don't want to go. I don't want to go." So,
yeah, it's one thing I think when it's a new school, and you're bringing the kids, and they're like, "I don't want to go to school," and you're like, "No, it's gonna be fine." What's worse is when they've been going to school and they've been fine, and then all of a sudden they're just like, "I don't want to go. I don't want to do this anymore." Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, I didn't think I was gonna have to deal with this until at least 4th grade. I don't know.
Yeah.
3rd grade. Because Titus gets on that.
Senioritis?
Yeah. It's just I don't want to go. And Titus got 2 days at home because of the sickness, because he had a fever on Monday. And so he was fine on Tuesday, but we couldn't send him back to school because he had a fever.
24 hours.
Yeah. So we kept him home on Tuesday, and he had a great day. And so this morning, Riley's like, well, hey, when's my turn? Right. Titus goes to school today, and I stay home. And we're like, no.
That's not the way it works, man.
That's not how this works. Everybody's going to school because I got stuff to do.
Right. And so Charlotte May was home yesterday because she had a fever Monday night. She came home with a fever, and it wasn't too bad. She was hot when I put her down, and she was 100.1 yesterday morning. and I gave her some Motrin. I'm like, well, she could go, but if they check her, she'll be 100 degrees, and then she has to stay home for 24 hours, which means another day out. So we're not sending her on Tuesday. We'll send her on Wednesday if the fever's down, and it was. So no problem. Go. She's hoarse, which is doubly weird because like a month, 3 weeks ago, we were all sick. So now I've got a stuffy nose again because my kids brought home preschool crud.
Oh, yeah. The preschool crud.
Yeah, dude.
Up your vitamins.
This is going to be a fun one to edit.
Your vitamin C. Yep. I'm even coughing
and
a little
echinacea. Let me tell you, I have noticed there is there's a rash of intolerant people in this world.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I just hate people like that.
I thought you had a rant in you, so.
No, that was it.
That was it? Oh, man,
Yeah.
I thought this was going somewhere.
No, it was a dad joke.
Oh, I missed it.
There's a bunch of intolerant people in this world, and I just hate people like that.
Okay. Well, I mean, before the recording, you were complaining about politicians, so I thought maybe you were going to go into something.
No, I can't use those words on this podcast. Children listen to this.
I
maybe.
should have looked at the column on our on our notes, and I would have seen. Oh, that's
you would have been prepared for it.
That's a dad joke.
But
okay, well, this isn't a dad joke.
People.
This isn't a dad joke. Have you heard of beefalo?
Who's there?
No. That'll bring me in another topic.
I have not heard of beefalo.
Neither have I.
Wait, what?
I was scrolling Facebook before we recorded, and I threw this in the notes because it was like, this looks like something interesting to talk about. Because NPR posted it, and we all know NPR is the truth.
NPR is the bomb.
And they were talking. I'm trying
bomb,
to see if I can find it now, but they were talking about beefalo, and apparently it's a new crossbreed of meat where they mix a cow.
The healthy meat of the future.
The healthy meat of the future. They breed a cow and they breed a buffalo, because buffalo or bison have really lean meat, and cows have really fat meat. Have you ever had a bison burger or buffalo burger?
I have in the past.
I had one once. I was not a fan. I think you want to use the word gamey. That's the word I want to use. I don't know if that's right.
I didn't find it gamey, but I had farm-raised buffalo.
I got this at a restaurant one day.
I mean, it's a different flavor, but it's like deer. In fact, I think it's more mild than... You've had deer, right?
I've had deer sausage. I haven't had it in burger patty form.
Okay.
I don't think I have anyway.
I don't think that buffalo is all that bad. Although I have heard some people don't like grass-fed beef.
Why?
Like, depending on where it's raised, the grass gives the beef an odd flavor.
Oh, I've never experienced that. I kind of just buy whatever Publix or Fresh Market has and go for it.
Let me tell you how you know you're a dad. When you can have a conversation about vomit that turns into a conversation about food. And it's okay.
It's compartmentalization. I'd moved on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely.
The vomit conversation was yesterday.
I was just trying to think of how we're going to title this episode.
Yeah. I am excited because my uncle has some grass-fed cows that he was raising on his farm. So they slaughter the cows, and they're going to be bringing some ground beef.
Your mom's brother?
Yes. He's got some good grass-fed beef, and his whole deal is like these cows have had a very happy life.
Yeah.
Right? They just had one bad day.
I feel like I've heard that before.
And now we have something to eat, you know?
Actually, I got another thing to ask
Okay.
you. You're really good about locking your doors.
Is that a question?
Have your children learned how to unlock your doors?
Yes and no. Because
What does that mean?
well, so we have locks on their bedroom doors, right? And we have they're the indoor locks where you just push the button and it locks it. And so we have actually turned those locks around,
Right,
so that
and
the locking
I remember you
mechanism's
told us
on the
Titus
outside.
was like locking his car.
Yeah,
his
so
door.
so Titus will lock his door from the outside and then close it, and he's like, "All right, it's locked." And I'm like, "Yeah, but we can all still get in there," you know, like not really grasping that concept.
Let him think it's fine.
And then occasionally he will lock himself in, thinking that he is locking people out. So he'll lock the door and go in, and then he's like, then he wants to leave, and he's knocking on the door like, "Let me out," because he's locked himself in there. Yeah.
So it doesn't. If you lock it and then close it, it doesn't pop open.
It doesn't. No, it stays locked.
Wow.
We do have those little keys hidden in the room so that we can get out.
Of course, you have to,
just in case. And so the front door, like the deadbolt, they know that it locks. They don't know what position is locked. Right. And so I do think at least Titus knows how to open that if he needed to.
Yeah.
Riley does not. She doesn't quite. She knows it can't, but it's also the way the door is. There's a lot of pressure on the deadbolt, so it's not always easy to move. That's
nice. My kids, Charlotte May can open the door. She can unlock it and open the door. No problem. And
how'd you figure that out?
Because she did it. We were going for a walk one day, and she reaches up and unlocks the door and opens it. And I did this like when we moved in. We've been here for like, I don't know, 6 months maybe. And I wanted a different door handle. I didn't like the one that was there. It was ugly. It was the knob on the inside was loose, when they get crappy. So I got a new one, and the one I got, it's beautiful. It's that black bronze. Mm-hmm. So it's real pretty. It gets really hot in the afternoon because our house faces west. So when you go to grab it, it's been baking in the sun. But it looks really pretty, but it has a handle on the inside. So she learned real early she can just grab that and push, and it opens. But now she can reach it, and Mabel can reach it. And Mabel likes to, because I'll when I leave, I'll just say, "Hey, lock me out. I'm going out the front door." So my wife will lock me out, and it's just easier than having to use my key.
Sure.
But Mabel decided she wanted to do it. So she'll run over and she tries to lock it, and she can turn it, but she can't get it in the lock.
Yeah.
Not all the time, at least. So the other day, I'm sitting at home doing some work on my computer, and I hear somebody who's not part of my family come in my house yelling my wife's name, and I come out of the office like, what's going on? And it's my neighbor from across the street. She'd just gotten off work, and Mabel started running across the street to see her, to say hi. It's like, how did you get? She's in nothing but a diaper.
Classic.
like perfect toddler image, right? And she runs across the street to go say hi to our neighbor, and fortunately she didn't get to the street. The neighbor brought her back.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh my God, I have failed as a parent. And
yeah,
I don't know if it was
that's terrifying.
Yeah, like did I leave the door unlocked? Because I had been out there 30 minutes earlier. Mm-hmm. Did I forget to lock the door, or did she unlock it and I don't know? And that's terrifying.
That's worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because
if I forgot, then oh man, I messed up.
But if she can open it, it's time to buy a new lock.
Yeah, dude, one of those chain latches.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a scary thing. We are going to be gone for a little bit. Not gone, just not here gone.
Yeah, we're getting into summer mode.
Summer mode. Like Connor said, he's going to be gone next week on a mission trip. In any case, we are working on a special project that we have talked about a bunch. We're going to be working on our Aragon podcast. We got a couple of episodes in the bag already. We want to get a little bit ahead since it's not going to be anything current. It's all about a book. We're doing kind of a book club vibe, though.
Yeah, kind of a book club vibe. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to completely overanalyze this young adult novel, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. I don't think, maybe I'm just misremembering, but I don't think we really had a set release schedule. This is going to be kind of as we read.
Well, I think we decided we're going to do it weekly.
I'm a slow reader.
We're reading a couple chapters a week, and we're not doing every one chapter every week. It'll be a couple of chapters. So with that,
thanks for hanging out with us on the Dad Shoes Podcast, the dad group. You don't have to talk to anyone unless you want to. We go back to the show notes here. How do you feel about beefalo? You looking forward to it? That was a random topic we just kind of jumped into. Are you sick of the intolerant people of your life? And what advice do you have for new jobs, new schools, and sick kids? So this is wrapping up our third season of the Dad Shoes Podcast for the summer. We will be back in early August with new topics, new microphones, new music, old music, and new places. Music in new places. And who knows? Maybe we'll post some shorts, some recaps over the summer.
no, we should do nightcaps.
Nightcaps. I'm down. Bye.
Peace.